You know what a sphere of influence is, which is great. But now it's time to see how you can use that influence to advance the system's goal. Well, let's take a look at the Aga Khan Foundation's sphere of influence in Kyrgyz Republic. Since 2011, AKF has been working with health system actors to improve maternal, newborn and child healthcare, or MNCH, in Kyrgyz Republic. Early on, AKF realized that to promote the care for child development approach in communities throughout the country, it would need the help of rural clinics and community-based health organizations. But when the program started, AKF didn't have those relationships. So what did AKF do? You guessed it. They used their sphere of influence to build relationships with organizations throughout the country. Let's take a look at the system map to see how this worked. AKF began by collaborating with organizations that it already had strong relationship with, such as the Social Affairs Department of the Government of the Kyrgyz Republic and the National Maternal and Child Care Center. These organizations are within 1 degree of separation from AKF. AKF had worked with them for some time and felt comfortable with them. But who else was important to improving MNCH? For example, local clinics could help access hard-to-reach populations, particularly in mountainous regions of Kyrgyz Republic, and provide valuable information about the healthcare systems in those communities. In addition, village health committees could be valuable allies and develop educational materials. But how did AKF reach these organizations? Well, it turned out that some of the organizations within 1 degree of separation from AKF were linked to rural clinics and village health committees. So, these were 2 degrees of separation, meaning that they are separated by 2 relationships. Can you see how the Maternal and Child Care Center was connected to this village health committee? Well, the Maternal and Child Care Center facilitated an introduction between AKF and the Village Health Committee. Finally, the actors who had 2-degree connection to AKF, the local clinics and village health committees, also had relationship with groups of pregnant mothers and new parents. What do you think we call actors? That's right, 3rd-degree actors. These groups are separated from AKF by 3 degrees, but are accessible to AKF through 1st and 2nd-degree relationships. Working with parent groups helped AKF better understand the healthcare needs of mothers and infants. AKF also wanted to work with parent groups to raise awareness about breastfeeding and nutrition. These actors, the Maternal and Child Care Center and the Government of Kyrgyz Republic, rural clinics and village health committees, and parent groups make up AKF's sphere of influence. They all played a crucial role working to improve MNCH in the Kyrgyz Republic. Another way to look at this same group of organizations is that they are all within AKF's reach, which is a term to describe the number of organizations or percentage of the system that can be reached within 3 degrees of separation. Can you see how your organization would be able to share and access valuable information, ideas, and resources using its sphere of influence? Now it's your turn to try. Spend the next few minutes exploring the practice map on the Pando. Select a specific organization within the map and identify that organization's 1st, 2nd, and 3rd degrees of separation. Then use the concepts that we learned in the relationships and social capital lesson to use directionality and relationship strength to see if you can identify the most influential organizations within that sphere of influence. Are there organizations that have lots of arrows pointing towards them? What do you think that means?